around here mush. Yeah, D. Christie's accepted my challenge because he thought that Smokey wasn't a worthy opponent, doesn't take himself seriously, doesn't take his fitness seriously. And I think from my conversation with D. Christie, he's a bit disappointed that someone's making a disrespecting the fight game. I think they could just jump in the ring with him with no experience, no training, and I think he's got the right to jump into the fight game. You have to earn your place, Smokey. You can't just do it because you're feeling a bit down and you feel like having a pasting and, you know, getting some views because of it. You'll look at me like a man. Talking to my phone. And I like, you got to have more about you, Smokey, than just, you know, you hitting a punch bag about 10 years ago. I know you're in a bad place. I know you're feeling down. You're making these silly call out videos. It's about as silly as me calling out Danny Christie. And I'm just taking a mick. You know, I only call people out that I'm serious. I'm not doing it for clout. Well, if I was doing it for clout, then I want to give real clout out. I could just make a video now calling out Decker Heggie, Danny Christie, Brett May. But if I want to be credible, I want people to take me seriously. Main parts of my performance. If I want to be taken seriously, I have to actually mean it, not just the views and numbers game. I would be very, very surprised if Danny Christie picked up your offer. Smokey, if you're in a bad place, I'm running past some people, point it down, on film. You're in a bad place. You need to sort your own head out, you know, and taking the pasting off Danny Christie is not going to help you. Let's just say, for argument's sake, let's just say for, oh, I've got that phone case here. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that he accepted your challenge. Let's just say he accepted your challenge. What have you got to offer him? I forgot what I was going to say now. Let's just say I can't remember what I was going to say now. The sheriff, you have to earn your place at the table. You know, even oh God, I hate it when that happens. I can get a mind blank. I can't remember. I really can't remember. Damn it! So this is why I overspeak people all the time. Unless I say what I've got to say right now, it's just gone out of my head, and I don't know when I'm going to come back. Okay, let's start what I was saying again. Maybe I'll jog a memory. Sheriff, you haven't earned your place at the table to be calling out champion bare knuckle boxers just because you're feeling a bit down and you feel like having a pasty. Wow. It's not gonna fix you. It's not gonna sort your head out. You know, you got to remember that Danny Christie has got where he is on YouTube and in the media and next to Tommy Robinson, not by fighting random people off the internet for clout. He's had to work hard to get up there, man. He's not. The only thing you're going to get out of it is a bit more. There's views on your monetisation, and somehow you're doing it on behalf of Paddy. Listen, none of it makes sense. The only thing that does make sense is you're running out of content, you're monetised, you need to find a reason to put a video out. That's about the only thing. Nice restaurant, man. That's about the only thing that does make sense. But let's just say that you weren't doing it for clout. Let's just say you really did want to fight Danny Christie. Then it ain't going to make you feel any better afterwards. And you ain't going to earn his respect. Danny's made it very, very clear. By being game and turning up isn't enough. And I've got a feeling, Sheriff, that you're feeling down, you're feeling a bit stressed. You know, the passing of your friend, rest in peace. And I think that's weighing on your conscience. You've had these ridiculous back and forths when you've been out of your nut on beer and God knows what. And if you're serious about fighting him, or anybody, first you got to get in a good headspace. Now this isn't a disrespecting video, this is just a straightforward video. You got to get in a good headspace, you got to get off the beer, you got to get down the gym, get off whatever else you're taking, stop all these silly back and forths, actually show videos of you. Rob, you want to make new content? What about the content of fighting whatever you're going through, and document it to inspire others. And if you do change your content, because believe it or not, Smokey, you was actually quite liked by a lot of people. And I always said at the beginning, sometimes you got to listen to people. But you're too headstrong, and you say, you got this attitude, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't care about anybody else. You remember I sent you that first message on Instagram, and I was trying to talk some sense into you. It was even respectful as well. You even said it was respectful. I said, look, with this Scotty G's, where it's all started, you followed Reach's advice. Not that I'm sticking up for Reach or anything. If you followed Reach's advice, if you picked him up, got him in the farm, you would have been seen as a bit more of a hero. You kept it going and going and going. All of Paddy's enemies, you made them into your enemies. And let's just say you did fight Danny Christie. Do you really reckon it will solve whatever's going on between him and Paddy? Ain't gonna solve nothing. And what are you gonna? Okay. Let's take you a little bit more seriously, yeah. Because there used to be this boxer that turned up in the gym. He was a WBC champion, Western style boxing, but he was tight. Now I had the pleasure of sparring with him, and believe me, when his shots landed, it was like a different sort of. I can't describe it. It was a weird sort of different sort of pain than normal pain. It was like a stinging pain, like a numbness throughout your body. It was some people, their levels, their classes, their levels way above everybody else. Anyway, a long story short, I said, can anybody fight him? I said, yeah. I said, can I fight him? I said, yeah. I said, but you got to put £30,000 down, or the equivalent 40 grand of your money, otherwise they ain't even going to look at you. So, Smokey, if you really want to fight Danny Christie that badly, because don't forget, no matter how good his opponents are, he's in it for the money. So he's going to treat you like any other opponent. You have to put them, you want clout of him. You got to put some money up front, at least 10 grand or something. And if Paddy's really up for it as well, Maybe he could put the 10 grand down. Maybe even Scotty could sponsor you. All that money that's been raised. You put like 5-10 grand in a purse, I'm sure he'll turn up to give you a beating legally. But money talks and BS walks, mate. So maybe you might take things a bit more serious. I mean, look at Brett, mate. He's had a few bare knuckle fights, boxing fights, probably untold other fights in the street. At least he's training. He's putting videos up of him training. You know, you can't just go up to Danny Christie and say, can you beat me up because I'm feeling bad? It don't work like that, man. You have to, look, I don't, when boxers fight, whether they're fighting for me or whatever, if I'm watching a fight, I don't care if they win or lose, as long as they put 100% into it. Now you turning up and asking him to fight you without any money, just want to, without any training, you know, I think that is very, very disrespectful to the whole fight game. People put hours and hours and hours, go to wars to come back for someone to try and get clout of your name. I was actually inspired by a video by the Irish Bull that was clipped off some other channels, a True Secret channel or something. Sheriff, you're not a bad geezer, you just need to wind your neck in. You need to start listening to people. I know you've been in the army, mate, that means you're definitely used to running up and down hills and whatnot. I know you don't brag about being in the army either, so I can't read these comments because my phone's bouncing up and down. But, you know, how would you like someone from the outside to come in and claim that they've signed up for what you've signed up for, been through the training that you've been through, and it turns out they just want a bit of clout off your name? You've got to remember that this bare knuckle fight business is a profession. You're insulting the business. I'm hoping this reaches out. I forgot my watch today, that's why I'm using my phone for distance where I'm going. Or the other option is, Sheriff, is to call out somebody you actually got a chance of winning against. Taking it seriously, because anybody can just stand there and get beaten up. You've got nothing to lose, nothing to gain. But what about if you actually had to put your heart and soul into a fight, into a worthy opponent which you could beat? If you put your effort in, you put down the can, picked up the gloves, picked up the weights, pick somebody about your size, your weight, your age. There's plenty of people on here that will call you out and take it seriously. Because people don't want to see people getting beaten up. People want to see proper fights, proper slug matches. One of the best fights I've seen on this YouTube, in this dark corner, is Fighting Trolls versus Ash. Not because they're good fighters, because they're both of similar experience, size and age, and that made a good fight. See, a good promoter won't pick the hardest person against the weakest person. A good promoter wants the fights to last a bit, probably wants to see some blood drawn. And that makes it difficult for the fighters. For example, if you was, let's say if you had to match this best fighter with the worst fighter. The worst fighter's got nothing to lose. He's just going to fight until he gets put down. And the good fighter is going to have a walk in the park. That's no fight. That's not really a fight in my experience. Now, I don't know why you call Danny Christie out. Because there's no... I suggest you call out, let me see, Dr. Apple. Both of you had a back and forth. I mean, he's quite a bit bigger than you, but I'm pretty sure within the right time you could put on some muscle mass. You know, he's had like 96 fights, 96 wins, all by KO. Sometimes apparently he flew into the ring from outside, gave him a punch and flew back out again. How about you put it on Ratpool's toes? He's in a bit of a bad place as well. They've got something in common. They're both similar ages. They both had a back and forth with each other. And both roughly about the same size. Even though he's probably going to do a little bit less training than you, because by the looks of it, he looks a bit more stronger. But who knows, maybe he's been on the roids. Which from experience help gangs, because from my experience I've seen people on roids gas out very quickly. Or if not Dr. Ratpool, I'm sure there's hundreds of people. I reckon even that Bennett would show up, or even Ash Green. You don't have to have had a back and forth with them, and if you do well, if you prove that you're a force to be reckoned with, maybe other people start calling you out if you want to take it seriously. Look, I don't like seeing people down in the dumps. If you could document yourself. Past someone, I'm putting the camera down. I respect that. I suggest you stop all these back and forth. No, it's done its course. No winners, no losers. Got your mouth and move on. You need to find some new content, something fresh out of the box. Remember the film The Irishman, when he got into trouble because he was about to do something without getting permission from above. Freelance work. He realised that that wasn't going to work for him, so he had to use that word, use something fresh out of the box. So he went and decorated. That's what you need to do here. Something fresh out of the box. Why don't you get the real Danny G to train you? Now that would be interesting for both of you. I'd like to see him screaming at you. Or what about this? What about you pick out an opponent on YouTube and you ask Danny if he can train you? I wouldn't sit well with the powers above you, would it? Look, I don't think the powers that you're protecting need you to protect them. They've been fighting wars for decades. Don't get ahead of yourself and think that someone's going to come up with a fake sheriff badge and call out some of his people that he doesn't like, not even enemies, people he doesn't like, and save the day. It don't work like that. Come back down to reality, you mug. I'll train you. You come out here, I'll train you. I'll put you with the right people, I'll get you the right sparring partners, I'll send you back a chain command. And I'll tell you what, you're training out here in the sun. When you go back to England, you'd like to do. When you go back to England, you realise that everything that you could do out here, so for example you can run 5k out here easily. In England you can run 15k easily. First 5k you wouldn't even be sweating. I'll slow down and read the comments, check out what Norman's running through. Jiggy. What? I don't know what that means. Jimmy. You put him out when he's not in his prime. I saw a Simpsons joke about that. Putting out Muhammad Ali. He said, did I knock out Muhammad Ali? No, I knocked out Muhammad Ali. The cartoon goes back and he knocked on his door and he's answered the door shaking with his illness. Punched him in the face. 420. Come down. Yeah, man, that's going to be fucking his heart up big time, all that stuff. Afternoon 420, bring back any memories, videos. Afternoon. Have a good, yeah, nice one 420. The thing is, I've been doing a bit of MMA and I'm getting hurt. The reason being is, you can hear me that wind. Because around Christmas time I just let myself go. I'm going to enjoy Christmas, enjoy New Year. But before Christmas I was running 5-10k easy, but then now I'm doing it and I've noticed I've got no energy in my legs when it comes to the sparring day. With people twice your size and they're not what's the word, considerate. I don't know what the word, I'm getting into words. Put it this way, the head coach is telling everybody to go harder, harder, harder. They're not going to hold back. Last week we did a thing, it was in 3 groups. You want to go lightly in this group, up to you though. You want to go medium in this group, stand over here. You want to go all out 100% in the cage. And I'll tell you what, it's like when you're wrestling, you need to use every single muscle in your body, especially your legs. And if the energy drains out your legs, how are you going to stand up? So, I ain't got long left now before I start getting too old. I'll learn what I can. I've been getting pains in my chest as well. People have been slamming their shoulders into my top of my rib cage, so that's about me. It goes after a few seconds, but it's a weird kind of pain. I mean, my coach, he's pretty aggressive. So when he tells me to stop and drink some water, and he says your face isn't looking very well, and I say no, I'm fine. And he says no, stop and have some water. When it comes from him, then well, I kind of got a mirror in front of me. Then I know something ain't right. Alright. Anyway, I'm gonna blow now. Have a good day, 420. You should come out here, man, what a 420 is. The grass is green and the girls are pretty. If you already got a girl and the grass is green, okay. I don't want to be stopping when I'm running because my limbs catch build up.